Let's have a quick look at what else is happening around the world. Following a meeting with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, the Trump administration has announced a pause on military aid to Ukraine. This has raised multiple concerns about the ongoing conflict in the region. Further, US officials are expected to meet a Ukrainian delegation in Saudi Arabia on Tuesday to partly determine whether Ukraine is willing to make material concessions to Russia to end the war. Expressing optimism about the talks abroad, Air Force won on March 9th. Trump said, "We are going to make a lot of progress, I believe, this week." Queensland narrowly avoided severe flooding following ex-tropical cyclone Alfred, as Brisbane and Lismore residents began to assess the damage caused by heavy rains. However, approximately 316,540 properties in Queensland were without electricity on March 9th after Cyclone Alfred left a trail of destruction along Australia's east coast. The Gold Coast was the hardest hit with over 112,000 customers affected. Energy distributor Energex said their crews were working tirelessly to restore power. But extensive damage means some areas might not see their power resume for some days. US District Court Judge Jesse Furman in Manhattan ruled that Palestinian Columbia student Mohammed Khalil is not to be deported unless and until the court orders otherwise, following his arrest by ICE agents. Khalil, who had held legal permanent resident status and was arrested Saturday, has been a prominent figure in Colombia's pro-Palestinian student protest movement that set off-campus demonstrations across the United States and around the world last year. Trump branded Khalil a radical foreign pro-Hamas student on social media. Earlier, Trump had publicly denounced Khalil and said more arrests would follow. Khalil has been moved to a federal jail for migrants in Louisiana to await deportation proceedings, according to his lawyers and a US detainee database. Search efforts have resumed in Western Australia for a missing surfer after a recent shark sighting. A surfboard with bite marks was found floating in the ocean shortly after a Melbourne surfer mauled by shark at popular Watton Beach in Cotinga, about 60 kilometers east of Esperance, is presumed dead. Authorities have urged caution along the coast. The Lok Sabha faced disruptions during the second leg of the Parliament budget session that began on Monday. Disruptions arose with DMK members protesting over the alleged Hindi language imposition. Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's remark that the Tamil Nadu government was dishonest on the issue of implementing the PM schools for Raising India scheme escalated tensions on the floor. Pradhan had accused the DMK-led Tamil Nadu government. They are dishonest and they are ruining the future of the students of Tamil Nadu. They are doing politics. The interruption led to a 30-minute adjournment in the lower house before being adjourned again until 2 p.m. Having passed the Railways Bill 2024, the House of Elders concluded proceedings on March 10th. Rail Minister Ashwini Vaishnav ended his address reiterating the government's commitment to nation first and embarking towards Viksit Bharat. The Parliament reconvened on Tuesday, March 11th at 11 a.m. Rail Minister Ashwini Vaishnav stated in Parliament on Monday that diesel and electronic traction help reduce pollution by 95%. Maximum electrification is a major strategic imperative for the country. He held, elaborating, petroleum reserves for the country are limited, but we can generate electricity from our own in-house resource. Reflecting on the decentralization efforts of the government and allayed concerns from the opposition, Rail Minister Ashwini Vaishnav informed the House that general managers have absolute power to approve tenders for projects less than 50 crores, which facilitated rapid development work undertaken by the railways. Vaishnav also assured that House of PM Narendra Modi's government to cooperative federalism. He also stated that the proposed Railways Bill 2024 strove for simplification, with two legislations being integrated into one. Researchers from the Kotta Telangana Charitra Brindam have recently discovered a rare 9th century Jain sculpture in Telangana's Siddipet district. Depicting a Sthapanacharya, the sculpture was found near an Anjaneya temple as a stone pillar. It portrays a Jain saint holding a book, seated on Vyasapitha, surrounded by disciples who follow and observe him. This configuration is characteristic of Sthapanacharya representations. which signify Jain educational centers like Pustaka Gacha and Saraswati Gacha. These centers were crucial for the dissemination of Jain knowledge and philosophy. Historian Sri Ramoju Haragopal said that the discovery underscores the rich historical and cultural heritage of Nanganur and the wider Telangana region. Hyderabad cab drivers say no to airport trips. They claim aggregators have drastically reduced fares. The drivers associated with these cab aggregators say the government should regulate these companies, ensuring their fares match those prepaid taxis. Cab drivers in Hyderabad affiliated with ride-hailing platforms such as Ola, Uber and Rapido continue to refuse trips to and from Rajiv Gandhi International Airport in Shamshabad on Tuesday. This protest followed a campaign they launched on Monday against the low fares, which they said have significantly affected their livelihoods. Moreover, drivers are getting ready to escalate their protest by launching a no AC campaign, saying they would not turn on the air conditioner while on the trip. No cabs are off the roads, but about 40,000 have decided to boycott the trips to and from international airports, said Sheikh Salauddin, founder-president of Telangana Gig and Platform Workers Union. Well, that's all for the day. Keep watching 4 Sides TV for more updates.